Big changes are shaking up NASCAR, and the Haas Factory Team is at the center of it all. Why would a team with deep roots in Ford suddenly pivot to Chevrolet? Is it a risky move or a necessary leap toward victory? Buckle up, because this is where things get interesting. Haas Factory Team President Joe Custer understood from day one that the first season as a consolidated single-car team would be tough. After years as part of the successful Stewart-Haas racing powerhouse, scaling down was always going to mean challenges. Yet team owner Gene Haas issued a clear directive: become more competitive. For Joe, this year would be a crucible, a chance to test their readiness to adapt and deliver. Their current Cup Series driver, Joe Custer, who happens to be Joe's son, finds himself deep in the standings at 33rd place. But it's not just about setbacks. Cole's championship pedigree shows there's untapped potential. That's why, over the summer, Joe Custer took a hard look at what was working and what wasn't. We knew we'd hit a moment to reevaluate, Joe reflected. Some areas showed promise, but others were a wake-up call. This sport is ruthless. You're measured by results, and our numbers made it clear change was needed. Operating almost like a new startup, the Haas Factory Team first entered an alliance with RFK Racing. But as the season progressed, Joe shopped around for the best deal. Seeking opportunities for synergy. That search led him to familiar faces in General Motors, which, for longtime fans, is about more than just business. Here's where friendships and history get mixed into the competitive narrative. Remember, Gene Haas entered NASCAR decades ago, partly through a partnership with Rick Hendrick of Hendrick Motorsports. Haas wasn't just a sponsor. He supplied CNC machining expertise critical to Hendrick's early success. That bond continued when Haas started his own team in 2003, with Hendrick's encouragement and technical backup. Relationships that fueled championships alongside legends like Tony Stewart and Kevin Harvick. And now, with this latest switch to Chevrolet and renewed ties with Hendrick, it almost feels like a back-to-the-future moment. A return to old alliances, but in a new game. Things have evolved, but what remains is respect and shared goals, Joe said. Rick values high-quality manufacturing, our specialty. We have tools and engineering know-how they value, and there's trust on both sides. This partnership just makes sense. The team will stay at their Kannapolis workshop, previously home to Stewart-Haas, not at Hendrick's Concord campus. Still, expect plenty of cross-town collaboration as both teams share knowledge and support. But here's the part most fans miss. In today's NASCAR, raw speed isn't just built in the shop, it's built with data and simulation. With less practice time and a standardized car, having superior technology to predict car performance is essential. We need simulation tools to dial in the setup before we ever hit the track, Joe emphasized. For Haas Factory Team, Hendrick and Chevrolet offer just what they've been missing: better data, smarter engineering, and more accurate predictive capabilities. And the ripples extend further. Haas Factory Team supports customer cars for SIG Racing and AM Racing, handling chassis builds and repairs. What will this brand switch mean for those relationships? At this point, it's too early to say. Partner teams will have big decisions, Joe explained. Some may stick with Ford, others may look around. Whatever they choose, we'll help where we can. It's a flexible, symbiotic setup, where the health of each program depends on open dialogue, a dynamic sure to spark debate among racing insiders. Should teams prioritize loyalty or results? Looking ahead, the flagship number 41 and 00 cars will see Sam Mayer and Sheldon Creed return. The plan is for Joe Custer to stay in the Cup lineup, but, controversially, Joe acknowledges that if another opportunity arises for Cole, he should pursue it. Cole's career comes first. If we're not helping him shine, it's right for him to seek out what's best for his future. Some racing families fiercely guard their driver's seat, but Joe leaves the door open. Fair or foolhardy, most importantly, Joe believes a championship is possible with this new Chevrolet Hendrick model, even as a one-car satellite operation. He draws a comparison to Furniture Row's remarkable title run with Martin Truex Jr. in 2017. but says Haas Factory Team has the advantage of operating in NASCAR's Charlotte hub with their own advanced manufacturing and data capabilities. "I wouldn't make this move if I didn't think we could win," Joe stated, his conviction clear. "It hasn't happened yet with this type of car, but that's what excites me. We're chasing something no one else has done." So what do you think? Is Haas Factory Team's switch to Chevrolet and alliance with Hendrick a stroke of genius, or a gamble that could backfire? Will tradition pull their partners back to Ford, or are new data and engineering capabilities worth the leap? Should family teams openly invite outside offers for their drivers, or is that too risky? Drop your thoughts below. Agree, disagree, or introduce your own wildcard take. Let the conversation begin.